Pokemon and welcome to another top 10 video. This time we're going to explore something even I didn't know about. I shop a lot on KTCG, ktcg.com. Not sponsored, not affiliated in any way, but they are the primary source I use, second only to like Gmarket and Buyee and eBay and Amazon. Literally on that list in the way that it goes down. But one of the things I wanted to sit there and talk about is in the realm of Pokemon. Now, a lot of you who watch my channel know I open Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. And as I'm starting to get into Vice Force, I'm really excited about the Star Wars sets. And thanks to being a father of four, I have an interest in the Toy Story arc. And I think they're coming out with cars for Vice Force. So I love the concept of Vice Force because you're taking your favorite animated series and they're battling each other. So, and the SB foils, special foils and whatnot are just, they're amazing. So, I don't play the game, but as a collector, I love the artwork. And so, that's what I like to do. I like to collect artwork. As you can tell, that's what I focus on, is art, So, that being said, today we're going to do the top 10 most recent sales for Korean Pokemon. And that's going to be, first we're going to do Raw, and then we're going to do the graded sales. So starting at number 10 is the Shiny Magikarp 20th anniversary. This was a promo, it's Korean Pokemon, and it sold on September 16th for $39.99, not including shipping. So a lot of these sales you might sit there and say, well, it's bought by Japanese citizens. Or I'm sorry, Korean citizens. And while that is the case, Korea has its own like eBay. I mean, it is eBay, but it's like ebay.kr for Korea. So this is people going on to the American side, the English side, North American side of eBay. So $40 for a shiny Magikarp. Honestly, I couldn't pull it in celebrations. I opened, a lot actually of celebration, but not everything, but a lot. And I never pulled it. And the artwork is beautiful. It's got the 25th stamp on it, like you would see in the Japanese. Again, as I pointed out in other videos that advocate OCG, the only difference is the language. And I'm collecting it for the art. So would I spend $40 on a shiny Magikarp? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really that much into Magikarp to that degree. Next up, we have at number 9, a Radiant Charizard from Pokemon Go. I have opened up Pokemon Go in English, and I got everything but the Dragonite V-Star Gold Rare. Other than that, I pulled everything. Everything that I had. So that's pretty cool. Pulled it multiple times, actually. I have, in my current possession, I have a Charizard, Radiant Charizard English and Japanese version. So it'd be kind of cool to add a Korean Charizard, Radiant Charizard. And knowing the price of the Pokemon Go box, if you go to ktcg.com, you're able to actually pick up, I believe they still have the booster boxes. If not, I know they have the card files. And you have a chance of pulling it, but you also have to look at the fact that it's a substantially harder card to pull. So would you pay the $48 that was sold on July 5th for? Maybe not. You might want to wait for the market to calm down, but this shows that people here in the western states, North America, give or take, are interested in a Radiant Charizard regardless of the language. Next up, we have a Sylveon GX. Anybody who loves the evolutions wouldn't mind what language this card is in because it's a very, very hard card to pull. That was sold on July 9th for $52 even. There's only 3 bids, but the bidding is what's to be noticed here. On the next few ones that I do, if you notice there's a bid, that means that multiple people were willing to pay for this this card, and its English version is obviously much more expensive. Next up, we have a Charizard. This is from a battle deck, and it's stunning. I actually looked it up. I actually looked at the card. It's a beautiful artwork, So this was sold for $55 out of Britain, $55.76 on September 19th. Um, the United Kingdom, they because it's the UK, I've actually bought from UK and it's pretty expensive on shipping. So the fact that somebody was willing to pay the $55.76 plus the additional shipping for international is amazing. Okay. Next up on number 6 we have the Marnie from Sword and Shield base set. This was I want to say the Shield version. In Japan and Korea they had two different variants. So I believe this is the sword version. No, actually, it was the shield part. Anyways, on August 30th, this sold for $90. It's a Marnie card. It's a waifu card. Again, I don't think people are really paying attention to the fact that this is a Korean card. I think they're paying attention to the fact this is a full art Marnie trainer card. So that ranks number 6. Number 5, here we have Amalo and Lana. This is from Altered Genesis, Sun and Moon set. Again, Korean. And it's a beautiful card. Its Japanese counterpart's worth like $150. And I don't even want to try and understand what the English version is going to be. But again, sold out of the United Kingdom for $89.25 on September 12th. Okay. Would I pay that much for them? Not really. If it was like a Deoxys and Sylveon, probably. But moving on, this is a card I particularly like, so I'm happy to see it on the list. I just didn't expect it to go for this much. From, I want to say, I don't remember what set, but I know it's XY era. There is a Venusaur EX. Okay, this sold for $155 on July 24th. Okay, I love the Venusaur. When Pokemon Red and Blue came out back in 1999, I had Blue. I picked Bulbasaur. Worked really hard to get him at the Venusaur. So everything I've always collected, the Bulbasaur lineup and everything like that. And for a base set, a Mega, is that a Mega? No, this is just a regular Venusaur EX. For it to hit as a full art and sell for $155, even in Korean, is, I kind of like that. Coming up at number 3, we have on August 9th for $80, Birthday Pikachu 25th Anniversary was sold. The English counterpart to this is about $5, $6. It might have gone up. I haven't really looked at it recently, but the principal point to know about this is when it comes to the Japanese and Korean sets, these were promos that were inserted in these single card packs that if you bought a certain number of the Celebrations product, you would get one of these boosters. So being able to pull it was substantially more difficult in Korean and Japanese than it is in English. So for it to be sold for $80 out of South Korea, this was sold out of South Korea. So if it was sold within South Korea, we wouldn't see it, but this is being sold outside. And it was $80. Would I pay $80 for a Korean Pikachu? Nope. But I'm not really big on Pikachu. So next up, number 2, September 1st, exactly a month ago, as of this recording, a 25th anniversary Charizard sold for $238.10, again, out of South Korea. And with the Birthday Pikachu, the same rules apply with this Charizard. It was insanely hard to pull. You could have dozens of these single card promo packs and still not pull it. And you could also pull several. What was really hard about this is it was because there was just one card in there. You could hold it up to the light and see what kind of card you got. You weren't, exact. It wasn't exact science, but you knew whether it was going to be, something you were actually looking for. So it made it even more difficult for the average person to be able to get a hold of these cards because people would walk in, look at it, okay, that's the one I want. So at number 2, $238.10. That's amazing. Not surprisingly, a Marnie full art from I don't even remember what set this is from. I actually looked it up. Let me see if I can check my notes. So we have. Here it is. Nope, that's not it. I lost my notes on it. But yeah, it's. I think this one debuted in Brilliant Stars for us. I could be wrong, but $299 for this Marnie full art. Okay, this is Marnie's Pride full art. $300 for a Korean Pokemon card. That has to denote the fact that it's really hard to pull, and that Marnie as a character is very, very popular. Would I spend $300 on a Korean version of it? I think it would depend on how much the English or Japanese versions were. But the artwork is stunning, and she could be worth the value. I'm not sure, simply because of the fact that I know that the Japanese version is like $400 or $500, and I don't remember what it was in Brilliant Stars, but I know it was, again, I could be wrong on the Brilliant Stars part, but I do remember it's recently released, and it's not even fetching that kind of price. So it's possible that was bought to complete a collection of Marnie specifically. So going into our graded cards, this is really what I want to kind of focus on, because while raw cards do sell, and on the Yu-Gi-Oh side I've been selling raw Korean Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I do want to kind of see what are the pull rates when it comes to Korean Pokemon. So if you're interested in seeing Korean Pokemon open up on the channel, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know. Okay. If you like these kinds of videos and have other ideas of what you want to see, kind of top 10, like top 10, like the top 10 sets of Yu-Gi-Oh 2022, or top sets of Pokemon 2022, top Vice Force sets, or most popular Vice Force sets. Ugh, that's a mouthful. Yeah, let me know in the comments. But starting out at number 10, we have a CGC graded 9 Shiny Rayquaza from Shining Legends. $50, and again, a very difficult card to pull. Regardless, Shining Legends, even in English, is becoming more and more expensive to have, to be able to get a hold of, and being able to pull something like this is becoming more and more rare. So having it graded as a 9 shows that there's value there. $50 is to be expected because it's Korean, and it's not a 10. On that same note, we have at number 9 a Shiny Lugia from Shining Legends. This is graded by a company, PCA. It's a 9, and it's sold on 16 bids. Okay, so I'm not saying 16 people bid on this, but at least 2 people were going back and forth on this. And it sold sold for $34.61 with $22.33 shipping. Pretty sure that there's some protective layers on that. Gyarados. I actually like Gyarados, and this is from the Blue Sky stream, and that is a PSA 10 equivalent. No, that's not PSA. That's a PCA. So, okay, moving on. I had to get a little bit of a break, so I don't remember exactly where I was on all that, but if need be, I can edit, more commentary. So at number 7, we have sold on September 12th a Charizard from Ace Grading 10. It's from Tag Bolt. It was sold for $53.53, again from the United Kingdom. And Zards sell all day. So we have Charizard VMAX from a Korean starter deck, and in Japan and Korea, I think that was kind of what happened. Is they put the VMAXs, that particular VMAX, in a starter deck, or some kind of deck exclusive or something like that. But this is a CGC 10 Pristine, sold for $67, 22 bids, and it's sold out of Sweden. And then we have a Shiny Mew. I love Mews, and this is a CGC 9. $75 was the bid, with $12.75 for shipping. Honestly, Shiny Mew is such a hard card to get as it is. I wouldn't mind paying it just for the art. Just the fact that it's graded as a 9 and everything like that. I would like to see the subgrade, see why it got the 9, but still beautiful card, reasonable price in my opinion, just because of the fact it's such a rare card in the both Japanese and English sides of things. Now we're going into number 4. This is a base set first edition Arcanine, graded at CGC as a Mint 9. This sold for $99.99 as a buy it now. This is September 27th, which is really recent. And yes, there was base set, you know, Korean Pokemon cards. I can't find any base set booster boxes or packs anymore, so this is pretty much your best way to get that kind of cards. And again, it looks, it looks just like the regular base set, and it would be kind of interesting to see how it kind of works out. So then at number 3, on August 18th, a Gem Mint 10, don't recognize the grading company. It's a Garchomp and Giratina GX, sold for $160. I'm pretty sure the popularity of Giratina mixed with the fact that it's a graded 10, it's a tag team card, so we know it's XY era. So again, all these different things that they really kind of allude to its rarity, and then on top of that, it's a 10, so $160 does kind of make sense. Coming at number 2, we have a Mega Blastoise EX from, I don't know what set it's from, but it's a BGS 9.5. That in and of itself is just amazing. This is a Korean card, sold for $290.38 on August 8th, coming from Canada. This kind of shows you the fact that it's the artwork that we're looking for. This card as an English variant or even the Japanese variant would have gone for at a zero, basically. It would have gone for thousands. So to be able to get this makes sense. And finally, we come to pretty much what will be at the top 10 of any real Pokemon video, and that is a base set Korean Charizard. This is an 8.5, sold for almost $3,000, $2,938.95, sold on August 25th. This was from Italy, so this is a Korean card, base set, first edition. It's a Charizard. Looks, sounds like my cats are in my closet. It's a Charizard. It's a base set. It's first edition. Yes, it's in a different language, but if you want, go watch a video that PokeRev did where he was scammed out of a first edition base set, where somebody gave him, I think it was Spanish or Italian base set Pokemon cards. He wound up grading them and found out that he actually made money versus losing money. So it started off as a scam, and he wound up turning around because people love the fact it's a base set. That's what is really special about it. It's the first printing of Charizard regardless of what language it's in. So that being said, those are the top 10s for the raw and the graded on the Pokemon side of things for the Korean. Told you he was in my closet. And you can see him up there. I had to take a quick break and fix that. So, if you want to see other top 10 videos, like I said, let me know what it is you're looking for. Are you looking to do Vice Forts or, maybe Magic the Gathering? I can do top 10 English Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon. A lot of people do that, so I wouldn't mind doing it. One of the things I wanted to do is kind of stress the point that while some people might think that Korean Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards don't have any value, this is showing the fact that there is value. And I know I was one of them. When I started this channel, a subscriber, suggested I open up a Korean set. I went after Magician's Force, and when I did the video, I was very biased. I was like, this is a cheap set. I felt cheap opening it. And obviously since then, I've really kind of enjoyed opening it because, I started focusing on the artwork. I didn't focus on the fact that it was cheap. I focused on the fact that these are cards I loved. And so, while there are going to be some people who are going to be like, well, it's not an English first, in the case of Charizard, it's not an English first edition base set. No, it's a first edition base set. How many people have that in the world? There are a lot of copies, but there are some who are holding on to it just because it's English. So this allows other people to still be able to display that, still have that pride of ownership on having a base set Charizard, first edition base set Charizard. So, that being said, if you like this kind of content, let me know by liking and commenting. If you have any suggestions, again, leave a comment. And if you want to see more of this, make sure you're subscribed, because I do intend on doing more series similar to this, like a top 10, or I think I'm going to be doing a why should I series where it's talking about different reasons to invest or not invest in certain things. So definitely stay tuned. Okay, till next time. Peace.